moving the smoke around.
Oh, are you? And he just tried talking to me, and he's all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm just like, just like grunting at him. Like, but that was the first time I'd smoked in fucking a long time. So,
welcome to another episode of Let's Smoke About It with your host, Captain Daddy.
Monkey Boss.
Me.
And him.
and him.
And Don, Chicago.
Hello.
Welcome back.
After a two week
2 weeks.
hiccups because of Mother's Day and then my birthday.
Yep.
And then
That's about
life.
it.
And then next week, we're actually taking another break.
I'll be out of town next week. Yeah.
Captain Daddy will be out of town.
Yeah.
Unless Don Chicago still wants to do it.
I'll do it by myself.
Just an hour of him talking to himself, just pondering life.
At 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 4 a.m. Thoughts podcast with your one and only host.
If we all work night shifts,
Jonathan.
if we all work night shifts, I would totally be down for that.
I never want to work a night shift again in my life.
Yeah, I don't either.
After this, I don't know if if I'll want to after.
My dad's like 57 and he still does it.
Well, not everyone's lucky, but I'm in the area where I have a good spot right now where I don't want to go back. With like weekends, I don't want to work weekends ever again.
Yeah.
Because I've had them off too long now.
Well, there's so much you can do on the weekends because everybody else is traditionally working during the week.
Yeah, it's just so nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Don.
I get 1 or 2 a week though.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm also staying on where I'm at, because I do get every other Saturday off. So I'm like,
I see. And the other thing, when you're off on a work day, it's great because you can do stuff because everything's open on that day.
Yeah, all your errands that you may have pushed back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's when I like clean my car, like go to the car wash. Actually, ever since COVID, that's about it. I don't go to the bank anymore.
Do you have the pass at the car wash up the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to.
Dude, it's great. Just I see a line of cars waiting to pay. I'm like, losers. Premium pay right here.
Premium.
Just drive up, scans it, or no one scans it. I just kind of drive up and it knows.
Yeah, there's like a little scanner that scans the thing on your window.
Oh wow.
Opens the floodgates.
Camera, just hello.
Yeah, it just sits on
welcome
the
back.
bottom corner of your window, like where your VIN is or whatever.
Yeah, and it's always like the highest level of car wash that they have.
So you get the premium treatment. They wash
you
your
get the
tires
undercarriage and everything. It's so good. Free
you gotta
vacuums
make sure
afterwards.
you wash your undercarriage.
You say welcome back, and I actually had one guy say welcome back to me, and I'm like, I've been here for like 5 months, bro.
They just know.
I need to vacuum my car.
Vacuum. I need to
Yeah.
vacuum my car as well.
It's pretty gross right now.
Vacuum.
Yeah, it's been raining a lot, so I've been kind of holding it off. So I'm like, especially now, like it's springtime, so all the fucking trees are letting loose all of their seeds and pollen and shit.
There's semen in everywhere,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
my
their-
car's covered in that shit.
All their male tree sperm.
They're jerking it off out here. These trees.
These trees need to stop jerking
This
off.
is straight up rape.
My car's getting raped on the daily. I don't like it.
I think let's see, by the time this comes out, it'll be the Memorial Day. That's the next holiday coming up.
Yes.
Yay, Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It will be. Yep. This will come out.
I hope
the
y'all
day
had a
before
great Memorial Day, or will have a great Memorial Day,
Yeah.
or did have a great. Yes.
Memorial
because
Day.
we won't be
Memorial
talking to them again
Day.
until June 6th.
That's when we'll be talking about our Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Or someone's Memorial Day.
I was gonna say, are you gonna be gone the entire weekend then, since it is
Yeah.
Memorial Day?
I might come back on that Memorial Day.
Okay.
Titties.
Are you planning on coming back in the morning or in the afternoon?
TBA.
When he feels
How
like
far
it.
away is
How
far away is that town
to BD.
in which
think
Ford
it's-
Diesel Man lives?
5 or 6 hours away. Ford Diesel Man lives.
Does he have a Dodge or no? He has a Ford.
He has a Fjord.
Yeah, it says about 5 hours.
Yeah. I would say then
Depending
afternoon.
just on how Route 55 is.
Yeah.
Because that's like the main way.
Up
And it's
past.
been fucked for the last year.
Well, and I had a buddy that just went up for a weekend with his girl, and they were stuck in traffic for like 2.5 hours because there was a big old landslide and they were clearing off rocks.
Yeah, see, that road alone determines your travel time,
Exactly.
and it sucks. 'cause
Or
the
you
way-
could go the opposite way to that town that's 40 minutes north and more that way rather than north.
Yeah, but it's just
It
adds
does
so much
take
more
longer.
time.
Yeah, it does take longer.
Because
But
it's like you're bypassing everything, but you're really bypassing everything.
you're going a good
Chunk
like
away
almost
from it.
30 degrees in a different direction from like a full circle. I don't know how you would put that, make our city the epicenter. What's Kitty looking at?
I'm just gonna watch people outside the window right here. They see me, I see them.
What a fucking creep.
I'm gonna whip my dick out.
Creeping.
Creeping.
How was your guys' Mother Days?
Mother's Day was good.
Yeah.
I bought some steaks, and they were delicious.
Nice.
And my dad cooked it up just how me and him like it. It's like nice and rare.
Nice.
It's like basically you put it on the grill and it's like,
And then you take it out.
and then you take it off.
You wait for the muscle to stop spasming. And then
you
take it
literally
off.
get that last moo out of it, and then it's good to go.
Yeah, I just found some random ones. I went to Albertsons and went to the steak section. I'm like, I need steaks, and saw these ones. They had like little pieces of thyme on them. I'm like, that looks fancy, and I just picked it up.
Got a single time.
and they were fucking delicious. They were so good.
Do you remember what cuts they were?
Top loin.
Ooh, top sirloin.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so
My
good.
guy. That's a good one.
Yeah, I saw it. It was like minimal, just a small amount of fat on it, and mostly just meaty.
Oh, dude, you want all the fat. What are you talking about?
I don't know about cooking it
You gotta
that rare,
render
though.
that.
I'm all about a rare steak, but
See, I'm like...
I don't do it like blue.
Yeah, blue is way too much. I like rare, mainly because my roommate always makes them rare, so I've been introduced to them a lot more. But like between rare and medium rare is like right.
I
in
would
my
say
sweet
medium
spot.
rare is that sweet spot for me. It has
Is
to
it?
be on the high part of medium rare, though, not like super
So like
medium
close
rare.
to medium.
No, closer to the rare.
Oh, so
on
the low part of the medium.
Low, yeah, sorry, I
rare.
said that wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Like
the
you
high
get in
part,
dangerous
so
waters. 'Cause
Yeah.
my mom likes it well done. I call her
Oh,
a heathen for it.
my mom
Yeah,
likes
see,
them
well
done,
done's
too.
wrong.
That's how she likes her bacon, and like pretty much every meat has to be almost burnt.
Yeah, she always made the bacon like really really crispy, like glass,
No.
Yeah, you take a bite out of it and you wonder if you
It
chip a
breaks.
tooth after it.
and it just shatters.
Yeah.
No, that's good
Yep.
for like a BLT.
Yeah,
For sure.
getting that extra crunch.
I don't know though. I kind of like the other like a floppier bacon for a BLT because the toast already like cuts my mouth up.
In a breakfast burrito, the crispy bacon is the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Well, that's also because the texture, consistency
well, not even
of
if
everything
crumbling
else.
it up. If you just put it in there, taking that
Oh, just
bite
like
out
a
of
full.
it. Yeah, you just add like
full strip?
6 strips of bacon in there, crispy.
Oh God, that's a lot of
Dude,
bacon
lot
for
of
a breakfast
bacon,
burrito.
yeah.
Have
Well,
you guys
three
how
on
many
each
eggs?
side.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, how many eggs do you have in there then?
12.
Enough.
For a breakfast burrito, you're a psycho. You know how big that breakfast burrito would be?
I gotta go back for seconds. It's not one burrito.
Oh, you're talking about you just make the scramble and then you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm sitting here. I'm like, you make 12 eggs for a single breakfast.
Why would I
burrito.
make just one burrito? Why would I go through all that work to make a single burrito?
Well, like whenever I make a breakfast burrito, I usually will do 2 eggs and half a potato, and then 2 strips of bacon per. And then
Okay.
depending on whatever else I'd want to do to it, like maybe onions or garlic.
See, I don't have
stuff
it
like
down
that.
that much to how much one.
Oh, dude,
one
breakfast
would
is my
be.
breakfast is my bitch. I know. Like every little, like I always add a quarter cup of milk to my eggs too. Help make them fluffy. Like
It's like, do you cook your eggs in bacon grease?
No, I cook my bags in
sometimes I
egg and
do.
grease.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
I had to like think about that for a second. Did you say pigs?
And egg and grease.
And egg and grease.
Bacon grease, Ekans grease. Just cut open the snake.
Ew.
Sometimes. If I'm making bacon with it, I will. But if I don't, then I just use butter.
Well, I guess I should. That's what I'm saying is like when you're cooking meat, do you cook the meat first and then
Yes.
slap your eggs in that same?
Because you
pan?
usually want to let it rest, no matter what the meat is.
Well, I just like the nice meat juices in with my eggs
Yeah.
to give it that extra
That
flavor
extra.
to it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about bacon bits though?
Like on a salad, sure.
Like a fake bacon bit.
I mean,
Oh.
it really depends. We used to get like the really gross like cat food bacon bits that were like little like cocoa pebble looking things that just had a slight bacon flavor.
Oh,
But now
no, I've
we get
never
like
had that.
now we get like the prepackaged ones that have like the full like almost chunks of like jerky in them, but it's bacon.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot better.
But
We always had like the it was like reminded me of like fish food. It was like little tiny crispy crunchy chunks.
Yeah, I've seen those, but never really had those.
they're not worth.
It's not good.
It's not
a
bacon
good-
at all?
It doesn't remind you of bacon.
No, it's actually not real bacon either. Like it's
Like flavored something.
Yeah.
something.
It's like dog food.
Something flavored
just
tastes like
flavor it.
bacon.
Yeah, but it doesn't even taste like bacon.
It's bacon.
Monster.
You could probably do better by dicing up bacon strips and
Bacon
putting. But usually I only would do that like on a salad. Like I
Yeah,
know
that's-
if there's anything else that would require bacon, I just make it and then crumble it up if I need it.
Ham bites the best though.
Ham bites.
Dicing up some ham.
Oh, yeah.
Into little bits.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm such a slut for a ham and cheese omelet. It's unreal.
Yeah,
Ham and cheese is the signature breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Really.
That's why anytime I get a McMuffin, I get the ham and cheese McMuffin. It sucks because they only like the sausage one is on the 2 for 2 sale or whatever they have. And the ham one you have to pay full price, but it's worth. It's so worth.
Could you imagine if you were to get 2 ham and cheese McMuffins for the 2?
It's a lot of salt.
It is a lot of salt, but
It's like when we were talking about the breakfast burritos. How McDonald's breakfast burritos are pretty bomb because it's perfect sized little breakfast burrito. They're about maybe that long. About maybe that
that's
thick.
tiny. What are you talking about? I'm used to the Los Betos breakfast burritos, so that is a small
that's
burrito.
huge
Yeah, and
compared
that's what
to the McDonald's.
that's what I would do.
Oh.
That's my breakfast burrito.
That's what I need.
You were talking about 12 eggs and all the other going back for
for
seconds.
multiple.
Yeah,
Not one.
that's like.
That's how I feel
that's like
Los
4 to
Betos would
6
be,
eggs.
though, is like 12 eggs in one burrito.
That'd be. You'd have to get some massive tortillas for that.
Oh, I demolished that chorizo burrito we got last
Oh
night.
yeah, we went
Oh,
stopped
yeah?
by California Mexican
Hell
food.
yeah.
Oh fuck, I got a shrimp burrito. That thing is fire.
Shrimp burrito.
It's like grilled shrimp and Mexican salsa and rice. I think it's got rice in it.
I definitely know that California Mexican does more to their like burritos in that instance than Los Betos does, because you go and get like a ham breakfast burrito. It's got egg, potato, and ham and cheese, and that's it. You go to California Mexican, they throw rice, they throw like some salsa in there. They make it a little bit more. There's a little more to it.
More flavor, more character
Exactly.
to it.
Rather than just like a solid carb and protein like block.
Dude, I don't know what was in my burrito. I don't know if yours leaked a lot, but mine leaked a lot.
Oh,
last
dude,
night.
I made a mess in my bed. I made a mistake, dude. Because like I'm tired, but I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna
gotta
sit
devour
Mm-hmm.
here and eat this real quick. It was a chorizo burrito with just egg and chorizo sausage. It was amazing.
I made some
Added some
raviolis
sauce
when I
into
got
that
home.
and just slipped right through it. Just
Yeah, I hadn't even put sauce in it yet, and like it was leaking something out of the bottom of it, and because I looked down at my little paper piece that it's in, which by the way, like whatever paper that they folded up in at California Mexican is just like not big enough, like compared to the Betos ones or literally anywhere else. It's so tiny, and I'm glad it caught all of it because it was like a pool of like grease and shit that fell
And
in.
then you drink it afterwards.
no, that's gross. That's like I can't. Sometimes I can't eat the end of the burrito in Los Betos because
Because
of
of
the
all the
grease.
grease just
Yeah.
piling up.
I've had some pretty gnarly ones. Like, I don't know if you saw the one I got one time, but I brought it home and I opened it up out of the wrapper and it was like glistening. The entire burrito.
The outside of it was?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
It was
Yeah,
sweaty, man.
It was a sweaty burrito. It's like they just took it and dunked it in oil before they gave it to me. 'Cause it looked like a greased up dude, like at the gym. Like, it was nasty.
Greased
Make
up deaf guy.
Make them sparkly like fish.
And I think it was the wrong burrito too. I think they gave me the wrong one. I like ordered a breakfast burrito and they gave me that and it was just ground beef.
The greasy.
Oh yeah, the one where it was like literally
It was
just ground beef.
ground beef and bell peppers. Like that was it.
What a
Who
what
would
a
order
weird.
that?
Yeah. You
Sounds
gotta have
so
some
dry.
beans in there. You
Does
gotta
that
have
sound good to you
something.
guys? Leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment if you
Beef
want.
and bell peppers.
And
That's
a
it.
Oily drenched tortilla.
That's disgusting.
So-
I had to wash my hands so quick after that.
It's like when Ace kept trying to order the bean and cheese burritos, and they just gave him
A cup of beans.
a cup of beans with a little sprinkle of shredded cheese on top, and he tried to do it like 3 times.
It was like 3 times. Yeah.
I
And he
just
got
want-
like what, halfway through the second cup or something like that. He's just like, I can't do it. Like, I love refried beans, but Jesus Christ, this is too much.
Why is it so hard for a man just to get a bean and cheese burrito?
Just put it in a fucking tortilla and add some more cheese, and you've got it.
It was funny. I used to get the pintos and cheese at Taco Bell a lot. That was like
Really?
one of my signature things
Oh.
I used to get when I was younger.
I'm such a whore for bean and cheese.
Yeah,
That's great.
It was like it was the beans with some of the red sauce on top, and then cheese, like 3 cheese or something sprinkled on top. It was pretty damn good.
You
It's
guys
like
ever
I'm a
been
sucker
to-
for beef and bean.
Those are pretty good
Beef
too.
and bean is so good.
Those El Monterey frozen burritos, the
Oh.
beef and beans are definitely where it's at for those.
Oh yeah, they slap.
But you guys ever been to Fiesta Guadalajara?
Yes, once.
No,
Oh, well, it's just like they are really quick about your food. And so it's almost like sit down fast food in a way.
ooh,
But like every time I'd go there, I would always just get the bean and cheese because they'd give you the bean and cheese burrito, be smothered in a red sauce, a little bit of cheese on top, and then there's like a full thing of rice and beans on the side. And I would take that thing down in no time at all.
was that next to? Wasn't it next to the Fuddruckers?
I don't know about over there. I only know about the one in our sister town that's like, well,
Speaking of Fuddruckers, is that place even open anymore?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I know all the ones around here. are
Because
closed.
that is the greasiest burger I've ever had in my
Yep.
life.
It was
The
also
Fuddruckers
super
burger?
confusing. I didn't understand the whole premise behind Fuddruckers, but I was also really young whenever I went.
I was a little bit older. I was like halfway through high school, so I was
Oh.
like just past that like kiddie fun playground stage, and I just wanted a big old burger, and I got it, and the bottom bun was like moist.
Disgusting.
it was completely moist. Like you'd like pick it up and it'd fall apart.
Oh, gross.
I
The dog's drinking. Again.
again.
I bopped to this.
No, it
How
was
did
when
you
I was
know?
super young, and I've only been once. And to me, it was like a mixture between like Five Guys and like Red Robin, but it also was like in a way that I just couldn't understand or like grasp the concept of in terms of like how you like ask to make your burger, like put it together.
That's right. It was custom. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. It's like Subway burger.
It's
I
like they
don't
were
think-
trying to be like Red Robin in terms of like, hey, this is a higher end burger than you'd get at
Here's a
like a fast
gourmet
food.
burger.
Yeah, but it was very like you go to Five Guys and you just ask for a cheeseburger. They're literally just gonna give you a cheeseburger. Like,
Well, and the thing about Five Guys is it's made right there in front of you.
Oh,
and
dude.
it's so fresh, so
it's so
good.
good. It's definitely one of my favorite
It's
burgers
one
for
of the
sure.
few joints where I know my jalapenos will always be fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the greenest jalapenos.
Dice them.
I
bitches
love
up right
those
there.
fresh jalapenos. They're
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, they're amazing.
I'm not.
And then they give you the bag of fries on top of everything.
I like the canned jalapeno. That is like the third person that's like pulled a U-turn right there at our fucking street.
That's so weird.
Are we getting scoped out?
We must be.
It's all 3
We're
different
like,
cars.
Oh my gosh, they finally have the curtains open.
I like the pickled jalapenos too.
Yeah,
but
those can be pretty good.
the fresh ones are just. I like the spice.
I
So
know.
spicy.
I know when I worked at Little Caesars, the majority of their canned vegetables and things were just disgusting. Like the black olives was one of the only decent things that was canned. The mushrooms, the jalapenos, and there was one other thing that was canned. The pineapple was disgusting as well.
Oh, dang, really?
but
'Cause canned pineapple isn't too bad. But
there was just something. It had to have been like where we got it from, in terms of like they just grabbed whatever that was closest on the shelf, rather than like making sure that it was still good.
Shit.
And I think that might have been it. Is it was just like
I probably also thought too. It's like you're gonna put it on a pizza and then bake it. So
Exactly.
It's like,
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that was a thought process with like the jalapenos and the mushrooms and everything, but they just were not good at all. It's really disappointing.
You can't fix nasty food.
I don't know how they did it, but they like fucking. That sounded weird.
Sorry, I didn't mean to slap my pop filter.
It sounded like a fucking xylophone, just ringing out one note. But no, it was like a. I don't know how they did it, but they like like the sealing, like they put it in a bag and then they like seal it and like suck all the air out of
vacuum seal
it.
it?
Yeah, that's what they did with all like the peppers and everything. So like those were good.
I'll vacuum seal that dick.
Yeah, but
Where was I working? That's Pizza Hut. That's how they got their vegetables and stuff. Was
Yeah.
vacuum sealed.
see, and I'm sure if they had like what I feel would be a real mushroom, not like a processed ass mushroom, and did that, that would be different. But like the mushrooms that we got, they were just floating and like juice. And,
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it was,
Ew.
they were not good at all.
These are hydrated mushrooms.
I bet a lot of the packages that you got at Pizza Hut were probably the same as Taco Bell as well when I worked there because it's under the same company.
The
They're-
who's it?
SON.
SON. Yeah.
Sun.
Son.
They are the father company called Sun.
Son. Yeah, it's like
No, they're the mother company.
it's like Taco Bell. What was it? It was Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, and A&W and Long John Silver. They're all under the same.
Long
Oh,
John
dang.
Silver. I'm pretty
Dang.
sure our Long John Silver's is gone.
Because
isn't it?
all the like the Letuche and the lettuce.
I'm like, what the fuck is
Tuche.
Letuche?
Like the lettuce was vacuum sealed in big ass bags.
Yep.
I love cutting that shit open.
It was
just
great.
like dumping it because like one bag would fill up 2 pans because we had 2 lines, one on each side. So we need to fill up the lettuce. So I just cut it open. I got so fast at cutting and shit and just dump that shit.
It's like dumping a big old thing of shredded paper out.
Oh yeah,
It's
Yeah.
great.
that'd be satisfying as fuck. I understand what you're talking about now.
Yeah, you just can't shaking that empty. You're like, oh yeah, look at it all go out.
Because it
Didn't I-
definitely wasn't the case with the peppers. Whenever we did
No.
that.
Our jalapenos were pretty bad. Like
The cheese was
really-
fun too, because then you get to
Oh, I
beat
love
up.
doing the cheese.
You get to beat up the blocks that didn't like disassemble when you dump the cheese out.
I just sit there and like we'd take out a bunch of bags of cheese for like getting them ready, and then I'd just be sitting there fucking boxing them real quick, and then cut them open.
You know, we were supposed to use we had these little purple cups for like the cheese portions and whatnot for our food. I don't think I ever used one of those one time
Really?
in my 2 years that I worked there. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, my time at Pizza Hut, the only cup I used was the sauce cup to put the right amount of sauce.
Really?
Everything else
Yeah.
was done by hand.
We did sauce by a ladle, and that one made sense. But then we had like this little silver cup, and I remember like you weren't supposed to like technically get it to the top, and before you did it, and I'm like, that's just not nearly enough cheese. Like you look at the pizza and you're like, there's no way that's enough cheese. So then I would do it, fill it up to the top, and then grab just like a little bit more and like push it down in there and then sprinkle it on.
Yeah.
And I would get yelled at all the time. I'm like, I'm not gonna change the way I do that because that is the appropriate amount of cheese. Not
They got to get something that they feel that they paid for.
yeah. Like
Like-
I don't care if it's a $5 pizza. Like it only costs us like $2.39 to make each one. So like fuck them.
This cheese ain't that expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also for the red sauce that we used on like the bean burritos and the other things that we put it on, like specifically for the bean burrito, like it called for, you put 1 scoop of beans and then 1 full pump of the red sauce, but that 1 full pump was so much fucking red sauce, like it was a soup burrito, like.
Swim, you
Gross.
son
So
of a
I
bitch.
usually did like half a pump, and they're like, "No, you got to use a full pump." I'm like, "A, we're gonna run out of red sauce, and B, have you ever tried folding up this fucking tortilla with like these like liquid ass beans and this liquid ass sauce and like a little bit of onion and cheese to kind of hopefully soak it up?" Like, no, it's not gonna
You
work.
ever fold up a
There's no
soup?
And people ask for extra red sauce too.
Oh
that's-
damn! On top of the base red sauce.
Yeah,
like
they're-
on top of it, or well, I guess you're folding it up. I'm sitting here thinking like if you put it in a container, maybe like and put it over the top.
yeah. In the burritos, the bean burritos, a
Yeah,
ton of
fuck
people will be
that.
like, "Oh, I want extra," which is 2 pumps.
Two
I'm like,
full pumps.
2 full
oh
pumps.
my god, no, thank you.
So I would just do 1 full pump.
Yeah,
Because my regular was half a pump. So I'm like, oh, 1 full pump? Okay.
Well, if you think about it, you're saving them money by doing half a pump,
Exactly.
using less red sauce.
And so many no onions. Like every.
I don't get that. Like I used to not like onions as a kid, but like now as an adult, I fucking love onions.
I do better with full onions than diced onions.
Really?
Yeah.
Like sliced
onion
rather
rings.
than diced? Oh, onion rings.
Yeah, like rings, not the onion ring, but rings of onion.
Yeah. That's weird. Like on a burger, hell yeah, I'm down with that. Or
Yeah.
even like half slices for like putting on a pizza, I'm down with that rather than a chopped. But when it comes to me cooking just about anything else, I usually end up dicing them because it's just to help like get them sweating and get like an additional like flavor to them.
That is true.
Mirepoix.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of diced tomatoes either, just because I was never a fan of.
I'm just not a fan of tomatoes.
Yeah, of tomatoes consistency. Just
They're
real
just
mushy, man.
They always look like they're gonna be a lot better than they are. It looks like there's supposed to be like some insane level of flavor behind those, and there's just never is.
I guess I'm in the minority. Because I can pick up a tomato like an apple and fucking eat that shit.
Yeah, see, I don't understand how people can
I don't
do
either.
that.
I would love to be able
It's,
to.
it's so juicy and delicious. And
But where's the flavor?
Yeah, it's just water and like a hint of something that you don't want.
It's like taking a big old bite of celery too. It's just.
Oh, see, I love celery.
Well, I'm talking about like a celery stalk. Like you
No,
just
I know. Yeah, That used to be like when I was
So much
dieting,
water, man.
back when I lived in the apartment, when you guys lived in the first house here, that was my like breakfast and lunch.
Oh, I
was just
remember you
stalks of
walking around
celery.
with some celery and
Yep.
some carrots.
I'd have a whole carrot for lunch.
So I can get down.
Dirt and all.
I can get down on a carrot.
I love carrots.
carrots are delicious.
But yeah, celery. Bomb.com.
It's so crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Watery.
I just love like getting one of those strands stuck in your teeth and you end up pulling it out throughout the entire thing, and then you just got this big old long strand
Yeah.
hanging out the front of your mouth.
It's like a floss.
Yeah. Floss with celery.
So good. I usually have like a veggie tray sometimes with my lunch, and it's got like little broccoli stalks and celery and carrots. And
I love me some broccoli too.
yeah, raw broccoli is fire.
It is so
It's
good.
so good. Which pisses me off because growing up, my parents would always buy like this frozen whole like pre-processed meal that you just had to like heat up in like a steamer type thing in the microwave, and had like this gross sauce, and it was broccoli, carrots, chicken, and like some rice, and frozen broccoli. Disgusting. Gag me with a spoon. Gross.
I've always been a
just-
big fan of broccoli. I love it. Broccoli's
Well,
good.
I didn't like broccoli because that was the only kind of broccoli we ever had. And then I remember there was an event that we were hosting, and then my mom put out like a vegetable tray, had raw broccoli that she cut up, and I tried it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this isn't broccoli. This is delicious.
This is broccoli.
Yeah.
This is real broccoli.
These are real small trees. They picked from the forest.
I also like some good steamed broccoli with a little bit of cheese on it.
Not a little bit, a lot of it.
A
A lot of it.
Get
And-
Boy, I'm picking that with a
queso.
fork and eating that.
Yeah.
And some cauliflower too.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Cauliflower
I've never
and
had
cheese.
raw cauliflower.
Oh, really?
So I
Dude,
don't
it's so
know
good.
what
It's
that's
just
like.
like raw broccoli. It's got a little bit different flavor, but to me, it's just as good.
It's just white broccoli.
Pretty much.
Yep.
You ever had cauliflower rice? That shit's weird.
Cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Like
You
rice made
basically-
with cauliflower.
Yeah, well, you basically would just like pulverize the tops of the cauliflower until it turns into a rice.
Pulverize.
Yeah, like in a food processor.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, until it becomes like the consistency of rice, and then you use it as rice rather than needing a grain. I don't know why people do it. I'm assuming it's healthier.
Probably.
But
I
then
don't
you
know.
look at the Japanese that would.
Rice
Survive
is always
for-
healthy.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be one of the healthiest grains. But
One of the most versatile grains.
I'm also a huge fan of couscous as well.
The food's so nice, they named it twice.
Couscous. It's so good. It's-
Can I get the mahi mahi? But only one mahi.
I'm not that hungry.
Boy, ahi tuna though. Dude, seafood in general.
See, I would love to get weird on some exotic seafood. I haven't really dove that deep.
I
Did
want
some
to as
octopus
well.
salad.
Like, I don't even know
Mhm.
what crab, like, good crab is like.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, crab's one of my favorite seafoods.
Same with lobsters. Shrimp is my shit. I can get down mad at shrimp.
I love shrimp. I love me some scallops.
I can
Oysters
eat a whole
aren't bad.
bucket of shrimp from Joe's Crab Shack.
Hell yeah. Well, Joe's Crab Shack, you should go get a crab.
Well, shellfish in
mission
general
now.
is one of my favorites. You know, I love lobster and crab and oh shit, there was a
Prawns.
place I used to go to. They did like bucket of oysters.
Mhm.
That
See-
shit was fucking good.
Oysters, I don't know, man.
See, I
a-
can't do like the oyster shooters that people do.
It's
but,
a
like,
loogie from the ocean.
Well, if you, I've gotten it in like a, I can't remember like a carpaccio or some shit where it's like almost like a soup, and then you have to
Oh.
sit there and like they've been soaking in the soup and like the seafood brine has helped
Marinating.
Yeah, bring out the flavors of it. Then you just crack them open, you scrape it out with a fork, and then you eat it. Like I've had that, and that's delicious. But I don't think I could just do like just a raw ass oyster just down the gullet. That's a booger from the ocean.
My dad would usually get those the canned oysters, I believe, the ones in like little sardine can type things.
Okay.
Yeah, me and him are the only ones that ever liked it. My mom hated it. My brother didn't care for it. My sister didn't care for it. But me and my dad, we get our little toothpicks out and we fucking went to town on canned oyster. Like, fuck yeah, more oysters.
Like,
crazy.
I'll give it a shot. It's just, I've never tried it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look appetizing at all.
No, it
What
does
made me-
not look
It makes
appetizing.
me. What kind of diver's like? There's something delicious under that shell.
I don't know what's in there, but I bet it's good.
Or have you ever had mussels?
Oh yeah, I love mussels.
I don't think I've had mussels
Oh.
before.
Never had mussels
I would
either.
prefer a mussel over an oyster, honestly.
It's
Any day.
stronger.
Aren't
Yeah.
they the same essentially? Oysters and mussels, or
No, mussels are stronger.
Yeah.
Like, isn't mussels out without a shell and oysters have shell? I don't know.
No.
I'm not a biologist.
There's a fundamental difference in them, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they're stronger,
Yeah.
like Don said.
Oh, barnacles.
Barnacles. I'd love to try urchin sometime. I hear that's delicious.
Yeah.
I need to find a video, but there's a video that I watched of someone breaking down how to cook a bunch of different seafood, like shellfish included and everything. And it's wild, the process to prep some of these seafood and shellfish to get the meat to even eat it.
Oh yeah.
Like, the process of getting meat from a crab is so much work. And for little meat,
That's why you get a couple crabs. You boil the hell out of them, and then and then you rip them apart.
the screaming means they're dying.
No, you put them in a pot of boiling water, and then you break their skull in half, and they die.
They're already dead because they boiled to death.
Nah.
I need to
I
have,
think
they're
it's
just
denial.
hot.
need to have some fucking lobster again. I love lobster.
I haven't had lobster in a long
Lobster
time.
tail.
Lobster tail and that fat butter and that delicious butter or whatever.
Yeah.
Herb butter.
Yeah.
So
I love me some herb
fucking
butter.
good.
Now, is it the same consistency and texture of shrimp?
No.
Lobster?
Yeah.
No, not really. It's softer.
Soft and not like.
Yeah, it's not as soft as crab,
No.
but it's like
So, like, when shrimp, when you bite into it, it's got that kind of like tight pop.
it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
But
little
there's
bit
so
softer,
much more.
and I like the flavor a lot.
Okay.
Like
Delicious.
the flavor, it's the most unique like seafood, like shellfish seafood. Like I can't even explain what it tastes like. Like
Just a fat ass lobster tail.
actually, I can't really explain how anything tastes. Like tell me what a crab tastes like.
Like crab.
Tastes
man.
like crab.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you can explain texture all day, but I mean,
In terms of flavor.
Well, that's
it's
why I was
robust.
trying to like.
well, it tastes like an apple. Well, what does an apple taste like? It's like an apple.
Well, that's like the closest thing I can think of when trying to explain at least seafood anyway, because seafood does have different textures to them. Granted, they're all smooth, but like shrimp, I always feel when I bite into it, it's like a weird pop, like I bit into a tight grape.
Well, that's because it's the entirety of like what the shrimp is.
Right.
It's just is in that bite.
Well, and that's why I was like, well, what is lobster? Since it's the tail, I would think it's tighter, but it's softer, like you were saying. So I'm thinking like bubble wrap soft. Bubble. You know, like when you squish it. Because I don't
Soft
know.
as bubble wrap.
With tomatoes, my biggest thing on why I don't like tomatoes is it's so soft when you bite into it. It's just everything collapses as soon as you bite into it, and that's why I'm not that big of a fan. And the lack of flavor. So like
Yeah.
if lobster's just a mush,
The
I
lack
put
of
in my
flavor is
mouth?
definitely the killer for me on tomatoes. But
Because
I don't.
you're not sprinkling like a little bit of salt on it and just like, or like
Yeah,
you have a
'cause I
little,
don't want
little
salt water.
Salt, tomato, water.
No,
We just have to go to Red Lobster and get a crab.
I was
Yeah.
literally just thinking that.
Yeah, we need to go to Red
We
Lobster
need to go to Red Lobster.
To get a crab.
and for those cheddar biscuits.
Mm.
Mm.
Are they,
Oh,
endless?
that's
Are
what
they
we need to
endless?
do. I don't think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll
no,
come
they
refill
are.
it for you.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But
It's a lot like
that's what
the,
we need to do for another video is biscuits from everywhere.
Biscuits.
Well,
Red
should-
Lobster, cheddar biscuits, KFC's biscuits.
We should
Popeye's
just take
biscuits.
a video into a restaurant. See
if
how
they'd
many-
let us.
And see how many baskets of
shit.
biscuits we can get through.
That Carl's Jr.
Texas
almost
Roadhouse.
laid into us because we had a camera. Is this for YouTube?
No.
Yeah.
It's for you OnlyFans.
it's for our OnlyFans and our Patreon.
You can only see it if you pay us.
Yeah. And you have to pay us because we see it.
And let me tell you, it's about a bunch of wieners with fries.
Wieners and fries.
I always have such a dilemma though. If like we went to Red Lobster, I'm like, well, I love lobster, but man, do I want a big old thing of king crab? Like, fuck.
I remember I've only been there
Why not
once
both?
for one of my buddy's birthdays, and I had
That'd
that
be like
same
50
issue.
bucks just for me.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had that same issue. I'm like, God, all of it looks good, but what do I want more?
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't even remember what I got, which makes me really disappointed.
They also have good clam chowder.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do.
Ooh, see, now I'm a sucker for
Oh,
clam chowder.
love
no,
clam
it
chowder.
wasn't oysters. I apologize. So
You
the
like
place I went to was
clams.
Bucket of Clams. I had buckets of
Yeah.
clams. That shit was fucking...
Clams are delicious.
Never
I love
had
me
clam other than in clam chowder.
Well, that's how you know it's good. They made a whole soup based off of it.
Right. Clam chowder is bomb.
Oh,
But I've
it's
never
so
had
good.
raw clam.
One of the things that we'll do every time that we go, like around the coastal areas.
I want
To
to go to
the
Maine,
west.
man. So I could try some actual clam chowder in Maine.
Well, that's
You need to go to New England, get some New England clam chowder.
Yeah,
New England in Massachusetts or
I'm pretty sure that's where.
isn't it 2 states or is it just one?
I think it's just one. Let's look it up. But no, every time we go to the coast, that's what we do, is we just search for the best clam chowder. Like, virtually every time we go, it's like, yeah, and can I get a cup of clam chowder with it? With every meal,
Oh,
no matter what it is. Because we have to test everywhere.
I would love to
Um,
try some authentic clam
Oh,
chowder.
It's so good. It's one of my favorites.
Same with like a Philly
for sure.
cheesesteak. Oh, I would love to get a real Philly cheesesteak.
Straight from Philly.
Just the greasiest hoagie I've ever seen.
I guess New England is technically referred to as a region, but it is in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's not an actual place. It's just
No.
a coalition.
Yeah. It's Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Boston, Massachusetts, the region's hub, predates the American Revolution. We know that. We all took fucking school.
Yeah, it's the only British thing that stayed post Civil War.
Boston.
was the New England region name.
Oh, yeah. And then the Patriots.
Well, that was just us being patriotic.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the colors used to be primarily red and blue, but they changed it because red is for the British and then the
Mhm.
blue for the colonists. So now they're primarily blue and red to
Or white.
signify for the colonists.
For the away games.
What, for the away games, they're white,
White.
for white supremacists, man. White power.
I just want to go to Maine to see what all the hype is about that Stephen King's been telling me about. 'Cause apparently Maine is great because all this fucking
All
shit
this-
takes
Just
Yes,
place.
alien
all the
shit,
shit.
man. Plus, you can
Takes
slay
place
some
in
mad
Maine.
puss in Maine.
On top of that, it's right next to Canada.
That's true.
I'd
it-
love to see that border.
Is it touching Canada, or is
Yeah.
there like a river?
No,
Or a
I'm
little
pretty sure
ocean.
it's touching.
Or
there's-
inlet?
It should be touching Canada.
I think you guys are right. I think
The
it's
the
touching.
last time I was in...
Yes, it's touching Nova Scotia,
Oh shit, touching Nova Scotia.
and it's New York is touching like Toronto, Ottawa area.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, that'd
Some
be
of those
cool.
states over there are just so small. It's like, how are you a state?
It's like Rhode Island. I would love to go to Rhode Island to see how tiny it is.
Mhm. Especially considering like how far we drive in our current state, like to get to the town 2 hours north that everybody loves to go to, super touristy attraction spot, just to get out of town. I bet you we would pass through 2 or 3 states in that same amount of time to get through like Vermont and Connecticut and Rhode Island. Because if you look at this image that
Well,
I'm
essentially,
looking at,
to cross our state through the valley area, it'd be about 6-7 hours to cross the bottom. Because it's 4 hours to ISU's town. From here.
And then, I mean, we're not even.
look at how small those are.
Yeah, it's tiny. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the. It's like if we went to like Europe, like all the European countries.
Mhm.
Like if you know, 1 minute I'm by Italy and I'm like, oh, let's go to Germany or let's go to Poland or let's go.
What
to...
it takes.
Take a train.
It takes 6 hours to cross Germany by driving.
I don't know about driving. I know by train it takes around there.
Well, then driving even less than if it's 6 hours by train, because trains going a little. Well, no, never
I was
mind.
gonna say their train because they still use their trains for like
Yeah.
transportation too.
Well, because they were more integrated into trains before cars came up.
Mm-hmm.
Trains are great, man. I would love to go on a train ride
Train
through the
sim.
valley. Huh?
Download the train simulator.
I did.
Did
I
you?
played it on Game Pass for a little bit, and boy, howdy, was it boring.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like, yeah, you get to
there's
stop
not,
and.
there's not really room for error.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Yeah, you can go too fast, but that's it.
you just go flying around a bend.
Well, you just miss your station, and then you get a ticket for speeding, because there's speed limits still on the train track.
That's so
What,
dumb.
You gonna hit a passerby on accident?
I was
Guys?
hoping. It's like, at least let's make this exciting. Let me hit another train.
That seems super weird to me. It's like, what do you mean I'm like going too fast? I'm on a fucking train track. Like,
Mhm. Well, if you think about some of the like train stations and like how crazy like all their tracks are set up and everything, and how they have to make sure everything's in time, otherwise people won't be like, you may not have a spot when your train gets there. That's the only
Well,
thing I
and-
can think of.
And swapping tracks,
Yeah.
too. So it's like, this person needs to take this track. We need to swap this lane over.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do it at the right time.
Or like, yeah, you can only go this speed because this other person's essentially coming at you head on, but then they'll take another route, and then by the time their whole track's gone, or their whole cargo load's gone, then you'll have the ability to go through. That's the only reason I could think of for like not allowing something like speeding. Other than that, I'd be like, dude, full bore, get it there as fast as you can.
Right.
Casey
Send
Jones,
it.
this bitch, yeah.
yeah. So I like the truck simulator because, like, I mean, I could sleep on a train.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd wake up and, oh shit, I'm still going the same direction. Fuck. The American Truck Simulator, you know, I'm driving, and if my guy passes out in game, or shit, if I pass out, you know, all of a sudden I'm sideways on the freeway.
I hate that about that game. It's just
Well-
like, what do you mean I can only stay awake for 12 hours at a time? That's stupid.
Well, the only game that's made me pay for playing it tired, too, because I've actually dozed off playing it and then crashed my truck because I dozed off IRL playing the game. Because I did that, I dozed off, coming up on a bend, hit the bend, felt the vibration in my hand, woke up, I'm like, oh, I need to go
Oh.
to bed.
My insurance just went through the roof.
Yeah,
I'm just
bedtime.
bummed that you can't sleep in your truck. Like if I'm driving,
Yeah,
I
what's
can't.
that about?
Can't I
Call
just
this a
pull
simulator?
over? Yeah, there's a bed back here. Like I can sleep in that bed when I pull into a
I made
rest
sure
stop.
I bought the big cab for a reason.
That's what I thought. I went and bought the big cab because
Mm-hmm.
it has a bed in it, but apparently it doesn't matter if I'm
That'd
like
be so sweet. Just
out
like,
in the middle of-
your route, just go pull
yeah,
off.
I'm in the middle of the Utah desert. There's not there's not a truck stop for like 50 miles. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'll just pull over here in the middle of the fucking desert and take a nap.
You know, like probably any trucker would do in the real world.
It's not a simulation. It's a lie.
Well, it's not a real simulation either because I don't have any lot lizards.
I want me some of that twangy waiting
Just
around
make
for
American Truck Simulator rated M
me. Yeah.
and bring in some lot lizards.
And,
I bet though that there is like in the Steam Workshop, there's probably a mod to allow you to sleep on the side of the road or something. And
there
like,
better be. Because that game's great.
I bet there is.
I'll have to look into that because if I can get some sweet mods for it, I could probably make it even better.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that make your truck fly.
That'd
Well, I
be
saw
crazy.
I saw a mod that added like 10 trailers to your load.
Oh, screw
You're,
that.
you're just pulling 10 trailers.
It pays me $1
Jesus.
million, right?
Yeah. I'd do that at that point. That's,
How do you make any turn though?
You don't.
Yeah, it was funny. I was getting on the freeway like last week. I was going to see my brother, and I saw a big old truck. It was pulling 3 trailers, and he like kind of hit the curb and like bumped up. I'm like, oh, I feel that, man.
Oh yeah. Every time I see a semi like do anything remotely like that now, because I played the game, I'm like, I feel like I'm not gonna sit there and talk shit on you ever again, because I know.
Oh, he doesn't know how to drive?
I will say I miss my old Volvo, because that thing could turn on a dime, and Big Red fucking sucks at
Well, then
turning.
pull your Volvo back out. Go this
I
goddamn
can't.
speed limit.
The woman I gave my Volvo to, who was working underneath me, she took it after I couldn't find her any work because I was drowning in debt.
Crashing your cars.
Yeah. That was so dumb. I will say at one point, though,
You can't go 90 all the time.
I got real good at 97 now. I got real good at threading that needle whenever they'd make you pull off on the exit because there was a car
construction?
accident. Yeah, or construction. And there was only ever just a little spot that was just about as wide as your truck. I got real good at threading that needle at about 90 miles an hour. Every once in a while, I'd royally fuck up, but at one point, I just got real, just like, I don't have time. Just go flying through it and just keep going. Never stopping, never slowing down. It's like, hey, you saved 2.5 hours by missing that. It's like, you bet your ass I
Well,
did.
yeah, because it was going to take me to Vegas and around if I took that exit.
Dude, the detours sometimes are fucking
They're
stupid.
unreal. Because then it's like, okay, I'm going to detour you to somewhere where there's not any gas or any sleeping for like 100 miles or so. It's like,
Plus
well,
it
I
adds-
needed the rest stop up here. Like,
Plus, it adds 5 hours to your total drive.
yeah.
Yeah, and I only got 3 left to deliver.
This couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yeah, it is usually when you're in a hurry that the detours pop up the most. 'Cause
It's like the game knows.
I only have an hour and a half to deliver. I got 100 more miles. I can make this detour on the freeway. Go around. No.
I like it when they at least let you get off on that same exit. Or like get off and then get back on.
Oh, would it? Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
they're
bought
definitely-
Colorado's DLC.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think I bought it too. If not, it's still on my wish list.
You gotta drive through those Rocky Mountains, man. Rocky Mountain High.
Rocky.
I think Wyoming's up next, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the next one.
But fuck Wyoming. I've actually driven through Wyoming, and
Well, and I
it's,
think Texas is in talks now too. Man,
just
we're gonna
be
get
so
to the East
boring.
Coast soon.
Yeah, but
I would
with
be
how
so
much
excited.
they've condensed everything, like
It's
by the
fine.
time you get to like the New England area, you drive through in half an hour.
Well, I think once they got to those smaller ones, they'll be able to make certain cities more life size,
Mm-hmm.
but only big metropolis cities. Like
Yeah.
definitely Boston. I feel like they would.
Dude, can you imagine like when they put in fucking like NYC, New York City?
Oh my God.
Oh, if they made the
No,
whole
thank
Manhattan
you.
Island.
That'd be a game in itself.
Yeah, it would have to be. There'd be so much render.
Would you'd have to go
You
through
just-
a tunnel so it can load
Yeah,
the city?
You just keep going. Spider-Man starts swinging around your thing.
I can't wait
Rhino
though.
comes and just blows through
You
your
have
truck.
to go through all the tiny alleyways with your
Dude,
deliveries.
Fuck that. That'd be awful.
I just can't wait until like it's truly American Truck Simulator and we have all 50 states.
Yeah,
Like,
not just West Coast.
wait, actually, I don't know if we could. Alaska's not connected to the main part of the U.S. and we
Well-
can't go to Hawaii.
It'd be,
I
it'd be
wonder-
something similar. It'd have to be like, okay, go through this tunnel, and then you get out on the other side on Alaska.
in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wonder if they could add just a DLC strip of Canada to get you to Alaska. So that way you could at least connect it to the states, but you only drive this one road through Canada. You
There's
can't
gotta
go
be
anywhere.
there's gotta be a singular connecting road between like Washington and Alaska.
There has to be, like through Vancouver and everywhere. And
Then
everything.
then it'll just have to be North American Simulator. We'll add Mexico too.
That'd be cool. Go all the way. Oh,
Dude,
you
that'd
deliver
be
shit from the
sweet.
Panama Canal all the way to America.
Up
my
to Alaska.
God.
Up to Alaska. You drive all the way. Oh, that'd be so long.
Who in the fuck didn't take a boat or a plane? Who's paying this truck driver to drive like 5,000 miles? Or
More
no,
like
it's more. It's more than
500,000.
that. Yeah, it's like way more than that.
He's
There-
getting paid 500.
there
He's
is
getting
a-
paid 5 million.
There is a well, not a singular. There's a couple roads that will take you there. but it's 103 hours.
From here?
No, from Sumas, Washington, or Seattle area, to
Still 103 hours?
to get to like the main part of Alaska, not like Juneau and like the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it'd probably be 80 hours to Juneau then?
probably.
Maybe. It's still a lot.
It's a yeah.
That's still a lot of
that's
days.
That's a ferry.
Jesus
transportation.
fucking Christ.
It's a large stretch of land you got to get through, and it's all wilderness. Not all of it, but
A lot of
the
bears
vast
and
majority. You go
moose.
through the Walmart Whitehorse
Walmart.
station. That's what it said at one point. Walmart Whitehorse.
That could probably work
Store.
then, because since most of it is like wilderness and stuff, they could condense it down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they did with Idaho when it came out. They condensed the hell out of it.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Salt Lake area.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah was crazy, and it started out with California too, and that was cool going through a lot of parts of California. Like it's weird, like all the areas, places I've been in real life. When you go drive there in the game, like it's creepily similar. Like it's so. Because it's not one-to-one, but it's like, I know this area. Like, it's all, like, the same types of trees are there and the same types of, like, roads and, like, signs they put up. Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
See, the other thing that makes me think that they could, for the smaller states, detail the cities more is they're detailing the crap out of Las Vegas.
Are they?
Yeah, they're adding more of the correct buildings to Vegas, like the pyramids there, Caesar's Palace is there now.
I was going to say
They've
they're
got the
better
lights
because
there.
there's not a whole lot in Nevada to begin with.
Right, well, and that's what makes me believe that they could do it for East Coast cities, or just detail the crap out of one city, because they're doing it to Vegas. So now, compared to when I first drove through Vegas, and now driving through it on it, there's more stuff to it. Well, there's more stuff on the Strip to see. And I'm like, ooh, this is Vegas. I haven't seen the Sphinx yet, but the pyramid's totally there.
Cat.
And Caesar's Palace
You probably get this all the time, but
with the water
is
fountain.
this the real Caesar's Palace? What do you mean? Did Caesar actually live here? No. I thought not.
You said everything was a drum.
Oh my god. Everything is a drum, Brother Mark.
Brother Mark. 15 years ago when I believed
When
that everything was going to be a drum. I'm kind of divorced because of this. I can't remember all
it
of it
was,
now.
yeah.
I was too
This
baloney.
pot is a drum. They get all serious.
Yeah, I was baloney homied by the time we got home yesterday. It was ridiculous. Like, as soon as I walked through the front door, I'm like, whoa, now it hit me. Now I'm feeling the sleepies.
Yeah.
But it's still my favorite line from the whole night is after the fucking movie ended. And you're like, did he just become a universe?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what I understood.
that was the correct answer, or correct question.
Because, I mean, after everything that happened, and then the kids talk, and then I am Tetsuo, and then just kept zooming in on a bunch of different things.
Yeah, and it's always crazy because, like, wait, that's where it ends? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just a universe in Kanada's pocket.
Yep.
If you haven't
Canada's
already,
pocket. I
Yeah.
love his name.
go do yourself a favor and watch the movie Akira.
Canada!
Tetsuo!
I just wanted two people that could yell at each other.
It's all the creator of Dragon Ball Z and Naruto wanted.
Wanted two cool characters that can yell their names at each other.
And if you think about it, Kanada, Sasuke, Tetsuo, Naruto.
Sasuke!
It's kind of
Sasuke!
sausage.
Hi, buddy.
It's a stretch, but it's there. I see it.
Yeah.
I see what you're going for.
Yeah. It has to be
I
a
watched,
stretch.
you remember the YouTube channel Raka Raka?
No.
They did, like, Star Wars versus Harry Potter. They just do, like, fight videos. They did, like, a Naruto versus Sasuke fight. It was actually
We have a whole series for that. No, I
It
haven't
was
seen it.
actually pretty good looking. It's like all live action stuff. And they use a lot of special effects. I'm trying to remember some of the really big ones they did. They did like I think it was Marvel versus DC, like Avengers versus Justice League thing. They did like a Nerf war.
They did a full Nerf war.
I'll have to show you the Naruto one after we finish the podcast. That one's pretty damn good.
The viewers won't be able to see it, but we will.
The viewers.
We'll watch it. Speaking of watching, we get to watch it here shortly. Because that will be the end of this episode.
The end of the
Let's smoke about it.
Is this episode 30?
I don't know what episode number this is.
That's been a hot
I don't know. When I put it in DaVinci, it'll tell me. Thank you for tuning into the episode.
Blankety.
We'll put it up here on the screen right
Blankety.
Blankety.
Blank.
If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell for all the notifications. That way you know every time we drop a new video. We are going to get back to our live action stuff here again shortly. Drop down in the comments. Let us know what you'd like to see next.
Yeah, check us out on Spotify too.
That's where we
And,
have the whole podcast.
drive in your car and listen.
Listen to us.
Or work out or whatever you do.
Yeah, work out to us talking
Work
mad
out
shit
to
about
us.
a lot of things. And,
Drive to us.
Mostly food.
Masturbate
and
to us.
Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candles.
Smell vagina candles. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.